going to jump over to Twitter. Now, Scarebro posted, industrious New Zealand fruit farmers have likely found the source of Nick Rekieta's research into the metabolism of cocaine in human sweat. You may recall Nick's detailed and continued denial that his children never ingested the substance and blames it on a cop contaminating her with the hair during the execution of the warrant. Nick claimed he would provide these citations soon, TM, much like he would tell us the whole story when he returns to streaming. Nick seems to have found this information not in a research paper, but on Quora. He basically went to Reddit searching for how can kids get code them, and he found a result on Quora. Is it Quora or is it Cura? I don't know. Link will be included below, but so are pictures. Don't they sound a little familiar? So we have a look at these pictures. Let's have a look. Quora. What are all the medicines that can show up as a false positive for cocaine? So he literally searched for how does cocaine show up as false positive? And then specifically, you've got this benzo qualicine, I don't know what it is, on a hair follicle drug test. I have never done cocaine in my entire life and I have tested positive for cocaine on a hair test. Now this guy, Mr. Robert Keenan, who is alleged physician and psychologist from 1990 to present, answered this question. He says, benzo leucogyne, or whatever it is a major metabolite byproduct of use in people. However, it is also can be formed from when heated in the presence of water, e.g., say, in a wet pipe when being smoked or on the scalp of an accidentally contaminated sweating person. When testing drug test results of any kind, you must consider whether the sample under testing can be contaminated as a result of the environmental exposure. In the case of a hair testing, exhaled in smoke can contaminate every hair sample taken to lead to a false positive in a non-user. So that just means that if we believe Nick's story at this point, that means he was smoking crack around his kids. Okay. No respectable drug testing laboratory does hair testing and positive results, and they must always be questioned related to environmental contamination. No, this is not true, not necessarily. I used to perform smoking research for the US government. You're gonna wait until you hear the rest of this. We always tested my supervising research nurses for cocaine on their hair, skin, saliva, urine at their request. Although these nurses were only standing in the same room with people who were smoking, several of their tests came up positive when they were all false positives due to environmental contamination. Now, you might be asking, well, Nick never mentioned Quora, right? That'd be a pretty reasonable thing, right? But actually, that's not the case. Because Spectre was communicating with Nick. And before Nick banned him, Nick actually referenced that he was literally getting the information from Quora. So this is from Nick's own desk, from the desk of the Border Law. He was showing that he was, well, these are terrible photos. I don't know. Why are they, let's have a look. But it's called Nick makes fun of Aaron's pretend radio and adds ad reads. Advertisements is just 1D, not 2 Ds.
Shame. 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 Shame.
That's why I have to criticize Will here and there. As a man in TV, he should know this, that there's only 1D in ad for ad reads. But anyway.
Why does everything always come to this? Why is everything always going to have boxing matches and fighting? And not to ruin this, I know we are going to make this happen. There's going to be 5 guys against Aaron. But when we're doing comedy shows,
Saturday for me.
when we're clowning people, why does it always turn into, oh, you just want to beat me up, don't you? It's like, no.
You know you guys want to beat the shit out of me. I'm the worst guy on earth. I'm the worst guy on earth. You guys have tried to bring me down.
Finally, yes, Tukey wants him. Get Tukey, let Tukey at him.
Tukey is violent. He's not like the rest of us.
I cannot imagine walking around going, yeah, I mean, that guy just probably wants to fight me. Like, whose life is like that? First of all, you have to do some self-reflection then. If everyone you can think of must want to fight you logically, even though none of them have put it to voice, like you have to realize that you must be just an absolute.
I'm going to put this to 1.25. I got family to get back to.
Look at these stories about how good he was at selling ads on the Steel Toe Morning Show for radio. He's like, yeah, it's so easy to just get ads. I was so great at it. And while I was on radio, I was free to just do this. On YouTube, I want to get back to radio so I can sell ads again. It's like, you can sell ads for your YouTube show.
Yeah.
How do you need?
Yeah, just like Nick was selling the 5G protection buttons. You put a button and protects yourself from those evil 5G rays. What about the birch gold? What about the air purifiers, the little chainsaw, the battery powered chainsaw that couldn't go through a bottle? Quality products that Nick was selling on his show. Those 5G, the anti-work dog food and the 5G badges, though, holy shit, that was the most cringe.
To sell ads on radio only. Oh, it's because the radio station is what they're buying the ad for. No one's buying the ad for Steel Toe. It's because it's on like 92.9 or whatever it is.
Right.
Like, but
Nick,
just
did Aaron ever talk about how much money he would get for ads? Because Carl and I were having a disagreement. Carl doesn't think that $400 a month.
It's not $400 a month.
He would get for ad payments.
It's not enough.
Did he ever talk about this or with April or anything else?
That's it.
$400 a month?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Because I heard that and I was like, wait, really? I would get.
Is that true? Aaron, somebody contact Aaron and ask him how much he was getting paid for in ads. $400 a month is. Well, actually, I mean, Aaron's show prior to the Rekieta drama, I think Aaron's show was like I said, like 1 to 200 live viewers, right? So $400 a month for an ad read, I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, it's a small show, and not to disparage Aaron or anything like that. That's pretty good for like a couple hundred viewers, right? That's more than a lot of people get for their hobby. I mean, okay, well, Aaron's also bringing in donations as well, though. But I don't know. I'd have to check the numbers on that. But that wouldn't be YouTube ad revenue, though. That would just be. I assume they just mean like when he talks about Stonies or something, right? I don't know.
Like I get between 500 and 1500 a video.
Yeah,
to do a 60-second ad read.
Right.
Like I'm not 400 a month, and you do one every show, and he'll like.
And this is what he's currently getting for like Midland and stuff. Do you think, or
I don't know what he's getting now. I know that was the number that was bandied about, and that might have been an aspiratory number. Like it's like I can't confirm it. I don't have any way to do so. I just know what he said, and when I talked to April about. But it's like, wait, that's all you're getting? Because if people who are watching aren't familiar, he does the radio thing where he'll set aside and he'll be like, and well, thank you for today's sponsors. It's like, no, these are just the sponsors of the show ambiguously, and they pay some monthly fee. But
I mean, that's like a requirement, though. What he's saying, like you have to say that. You have to do the ad read. That's why Mersh stopped getting paid, because he wouldn't do the ad reads the way they wanted to do it, right?
He doesn't.
Stony ads pay well. It's very true. Very true. I mean, I can't talk about any details, but if hypothetically I was offered a Stonies sponsorship for, let's say, every show that I play the Stonies clip where I've got over 1,000 viewers, I get $500. I mean, who am I to say no to that Stonies money, right? It's Stonies does pay well. They've got the best. There's $2 cans. They add up.
Send them the spots. Like when you have real sponsors, they want to like get the time codes. Is the episode out? Yeah, it's this time code. You can go back and hear it. They need to like prove to the boss that it ran and stuff like that.
They have promotions. They have specials.
Right. There's promo codes. Yeah.
He also talks about going
copy with at least like main points. They're like, look, yeah, this month, the towing place, like, yeah, this month we're gonna have, we're gonna give you your first 18.
It's another win for the towing place.
Miles for free or whatever, and we'll give you an oil change. Like they'll have something. They'll be like, we really want to focus on that because we're trying to expand business in this direction around this product. That's every single thing. That was always my thing with taking ads. Was I was like, well, I'll do an ad, but two things. One, I want to try your product because I want.
Listen to this part. Two things. One, I want to try the product.
Free stuff, and two, you can't tell me that I can't say something. Like if I want.
Did Nick try the 5G buttons? Did Nick put a 5G button that blocks the radio waves from the evil 5G towers that was being sold by Rumble Video, the 5G defense plan that he was shilling? Did he test that product out? Did he feel better after wearing the button? Because you only want to give your audience the best stuff, the good stuff. Did he test out the dog food on Sunny? Like, can we find this? I want to find the 5G shit. 5G protection Rumble. We looked at this once. And it was EMF protection. This stuff was like so bullshit. Holy shit. Do you remember what it was called? I see videos for it, but it's not the actual ad company. Was it called Radio Shield? Radio Shield? Maybe. That sounds correct. It's a scam, obviously. 5G free? Was it 5G free? Oh, yeah, you're right. It was 5G free. my antivirus won't even let me go to the website anymore because it's a proven scam. Holy shit, 5G free. Yeah, that is the one. My computer won't even let me go there. Because it's like, whoa, buddy, you don't want to waste any money on this stuff. It might be a virus as well. Holy shit. This is the quality programming, the quality products that Nick was willing to sell to his audience because he only wants to deliver the best. He only wants to test it first. But as long as he can make Holocaust jokes while he's shilling the 5G buttons, then it's absolutely fine. Okay, that's the only thing he asked for. Oh my goodness. Like that, it really pisses me off actually when people sell that shit to they take advantage of their audience like that. Like there's boomers in his audience that will buy that. They'll waste money on they're like, well, I don't want my phone to give me radio frequencies, so I put a button on it. The Wi-Fi still works. It's amazing, but now I'm no longer getting radio frequencies through my skull. Holy shit. There are people that will actually buy that as well in Nick's audience. They're stupid enough to buy it. Probably a lot in his audience, but you never know.